How many months does it take to create one t-shirt?
As founders, it's our job to ensure that we're building for the future. We do our best to ensure all our products are ethically sourced.
This is the process to create one t-shirt. What if I told you the SQUATWOLF t-shirt you're wearing right now took 15 months to come to life?
So what is really important, first of all, is that product for a lot of people looks like being just a creative act. But the reality is that there is a structured process behind it. So what is really important is that at the table you have different people. So you will have designers, merchandiser, product developers, and people who are working in sourcing. So when it comes to the first step is basically studying the market. It means analyzing what consumer wants, what competitors are offering, how the market is evolving, and also forecasting the next trends. I feel that SQUATWOLF plays a quite unique role because we're based here in the Middle East. But I think that what is important is that when it comes to inspiration, it's not just about a literal translation of what surrounds you. And that's why the creative process is quite unique, it's personal, it's studied. Before we launch a season, we usually get inspiration from the environment that surrounds us. So it could be the urban environment, but also it gets into the more natural aspect of it. So more connected to the heritage of this place when it comes to the natural rocks, the desert. So whenever we are in the phase when we basically completed the sketches, what is important is that you have to transform what was on paper or digitally on the screen into an actual garment. So what is fundamental is you need to create a tech pack, which is a technical document where you see basically the sketch of this item, but then you're also pointing out where you're putting the stitching, the different fabric components. The first conversation with the supplier is really important because the supplier doesn't know anything. So it's for the supplier the first time that gets to know what are your intentions, what do you want to achieve. A lot of people think that how nowadays we make product is a lot automated. The reality is that there is a lot of manual work. So the supplier knows better than anyone if the people that they work for them are able to reproduce the details that you want to get. I think that the first time that the samples arrives to the office is the most exciting part of our job because it's a sort of like the unboxing moment. It's first the product team having to look at the samples, and specifically product developers are the ones who are in charge of measuring the samples and making sure that the fabric, the quality of it is up to our standards and to what was on the tech pack. The fabric, especially in performance wear, is a key aspect to make sure that the item is made in the right way. Why that? Because the fabric doesn't have to look only great, but has to perform. So due to that, a lot of times the fabric lacks stretch or it comes out as too rigid for the fits that you initially envisioned. Doing performance wear for us is a must that our product is durable. It's different versus making different types of apparel products where performance is not an element. You are not washing your clothes almost on a daily basis. Therefore, because of that, our standards are quite high. We claim this since the start with our supplier. You can still make tests that require only after 10 washes to your product to still look like as when you bought it. For us, it goes beyond the 10. So it's really up to every company to set its quality standard, and for us, it's really high. We conduct different type of tests related to the anti-peeling, making sure that the logo doesn't peel off, making sure also that there is quick dry and sweat wicking properties, which is definitely higher versus the industry standards. We worked also towards introducing innovation that could beat our competitors when it comes to quick dry. And on other examples that I can give you, we also recently launched the hijab. We brought it up to 12,000 feet up up in the sky to make sure that it was not actually coming off whilst training. So we're really pushing the boundaries also when it comes to testing our product. So typically a product takes like 1 to 2 rounds of samples in like the best days. And of course, this depends on the complexity of the product. So usually I would say a product like a t-shirt most likely is not going to take you that many rounds of samples. When it comes to other products, for example, I might think about like a sports bra. It might take you like even more than 10 rounds of samples. And of course, it depends on the complexity that you're putting into a product. Usually when we make changes to the product because the product might not fit well, or we come to realization that it's not performing as we wanted, it might take 3 to 4 months to apply the different changes, to see new samples, to actually approve it, to wear test it.
So two of the hardest product categories to nail are leggings and sports bras because they are close to body products and the fabric plays a huge role. Sports bras is particularly a difficult category because you're trying to cater to so many different body types and different sizes through one product. And at the same time, it needs to be extremely functional, it needs to perform. And when I say leggings are not as difficult as the sports bras, but they become a little bit difficult to nail because the fabric plays a huge role. So if you go slightly wrong in choosing the fabric, then the fit of the leggings will be completely different. If the touch and feel of the fabric is not for performance but it's for lifestyle, then they are very different products. So you have to be extremely intentional, and then you have to test it with the athlete a lot more because the product needs to perform. So when it comes to coming up with the best fit that fits majority of the people, I think we find ourselves very lucky to be based in Dubai because it's such a diverse place with so many different nationalities and backgrounds, and we have athletes coming from so many diverse places. We also do extensive research to understand the body proportions of our target audience. So we are based in the Middle East and we try to understand the height and make products as close as possible to our target audience. However, at the same time, we are building for global audience. So we try to be as democratic as possible and fit our products on different people and choose the fit that works for majority of the people.
Choosing the right factory is really important. It's the critical to your product quality, right? Usually a lot of brands, pricing is the most important thing, right? But for us, pricing is not the most important thing. For us, is the factory following the quality standards? Who else are they working for? Do they have standards and procedures of how they are manufacturing products? Do they have proper testing criteria? Are they paying fair wage to the team that's actually making the product? Because if the team that's making the product is happy, you'll get a really good product out of them. How is their communication with the team internally? Because we have worked with great factories, but they just cannot communicate with the team over here properly and professionally and through a process. That creates a lot of the issues. If you want to really create great products for the consumers out there, it's really important that you are working with a great factory. When you're really starting up as a young brand, there isn't a big difference between the factory that can actually create t-shirts, leggings, accessories, etc. But as you grow as a brand, where SQUATWOLF is and where SQUATWOLF wants to go, it's really important that we work with factories that specialize in specific category. When you really dig deeper and talk to the factories, you'll understand that they're good at one thing. There is no one that I've met that are actually good at or equally good at doing everything. To really manufacture an item like this, it can vary between 45 to like 60 days. And it depends on several factors, right? We have a different supplier for the logos. So the logo supplier has to make sure that the logos are arriving on time. Then you have a trim supplier. So you need to make sure that your trims like zippers, etc. are coming on time. If the product is really complicated, it can take up to 60, even in some cases 90 days as well. But if the product is less complicated, it can take up to like 45 days as well. So once the product is manufactured, it takes around another 30 to 45 days to really ship the product from the source. So if the factory is in China, it takes around 30 to 45 days, depending on the shipping schedule, depending on what sailing schedule you get, depending on the, port congestion and so on and so forth. Quality control is also really, really important for us as well. So we make sure that when the products are ready, they go through 2 to 3 kind of inspection, right? The number one inspection for us is the inline inspection, which is while the product is being manufactured. And then once the production is done, we also then do a final production check as well to understand really that the final product is as per the specification of the pre-production sample that we approved as well. So quality control is absolutely important, and this also can take around a week for bulk production. If it's a huge production run, then it can take around a week. But if it's a small run, we can do it in the couple of days as well. In between, while the production is happening, we also receive photo shoot samples in advance. So the marketing team can just go ahead and start shooting that product. So when the product arrives in the warehouse, we already have the photo shoots and all the content ready to start marketing that product as well. SQUATWOLF is not a fast fashion brand. We create premium performance wear, right? And in order for us to create premium performance wear, it's really important that we choose the right fabric, we use the right trims, we use the right logo technology, we use the right testing mechanism for the products, for the fabrics, and then that product is actually tested with the athletes as well in the jungle, in the wild environment, right? Where they're in the gym, in the outdoors, in the indoors, the product needs to be tested. And that's how you know the effectiveness, whether this product is a performance wear or it's just a fashion piece. So if you're a fast fashion brand, none of these steps happen. You just create a CAD, you create a product in the factory, and you put it out in the market within a week. For us, it takes around 15 months to really bring a concept of a product to life. And those 15 months is basically so integral to creating a product that has a life. So we also have products that our consumers are wearing that we released actually 9 years ago, and they're still wearing them, right? And they're only able to still wear them because we are creating products with a mindset that this is performance wear and this needs to last long for the customer.
It is so rewarding to see the final product on our customers after working on it for 15 months when so many people are involved in the process, from a product design team, from merchandising, from product development, sourcing, marketing teams. All of them, they work together so hard to bring that product to life.
This isn't just a t-shirt. It's 15 months of innovation, obsession, and progress.